First practice was probably one of the most overwhelming experiences of my life just because of the number of people there were. We had 20-some freshmen coming in here, and there's just a ton of us. And trying to distinguish yourself from that big of a group is pretty difficult.
Obviously, there were a lot of nerves there coming in. I was afraid. I didn't know anybody. It's interesting socially and physically. You're playing, but you're also trying to make friends, trying to meet all the other freshmen, trying not to make the upperclassmen mad at you or hate you for any reason.
Well, the transition from, expecting to sit on the bench to, warming up, you're starting Justin. No, I got amped right then. So I remember, I gave a real bad pass and the guy was off and I chased him down. I hook tackled him, and I remember Captain Steve Samuel was grabbing me and just patting me on the head saying, nice job, keep it up. So I from there on it was, easy running. I just learned from all the other backs and from the captains from my previous years.
First match was my sophomore year for varsity, playing Carroll. We got down 3-0, and we came back and tied that game. Probably the most exciting match I've ever been a part of.
I was pretty nervous that game in Iowa. Probably the best grass field I played on, but I remember I gave an assist to John Waldhart, and we ended up tying. That was the first goal, but we ended up losing, but I was happy that I at least got an assist, got my confidence up.
UW Oshkosh is always a good game to play. The other players get hyped up for it. It's good competition, and it's just a fun atmosphere. Coach takes it very seriously. He wants to win. We want to win. And it's always a physical game, fight to the finish.
I'm going to go with Oshkosh. Oshkosh's got that D1 caliber type feel. You feel like they're going to be like a UW school, UW Milwaukee. I really enjoyed playing them. With 1-1-1 in my career here. Freshman year, exciting win. I remember Victor Mendoza got a red card, made us play kickball the last 15 minutes of the game on D, but we came out with the victory in the end.
I love playing MSOE. I have two of my good friends from high school play on that team. One of them was a senior this year. It was fun watching him at his senior game play very well.
International trip to Spain, I'll always remember that. It was a great experience, both culturally and soccer-wise. Played great competition, the best I've ever seen and played against.
When I came in as a freshman, I was kind of scared of the seniors, and now I'm that guy, And all the players that I'm with, I didn't really know them well when I was a freshman and sophomore. And now I'm really good friends with all of them. I've been roommates with most of them. So I'm pretty happy with the people and teammates, and especially the seniors.
I think this year, just being in second place, that was really big for us, considering we haven't done it in a while.
I've always been one that's been focused on academics, so I want to make sure that was my focus. I came here for athletic training and pre-med. I've been keeping my grades up, and that was always good. And I wanted soccer to keep me disciplined and have a little fun and play a role on the team. And I feel like I've kept up with all of that. I kept my grades up. I play a role on the team, keep the morale up, push everybody at practice, and keep things going.
He broke his clipboard once in the middle of a game, and at halftime, he just started writing on it like it was nothing. Started putting X's and O's on it like it was a full clipboard, and we're like, what is he doing? You can't help but laugh at this. I mean, we're down, but, we only got half of the field we're looking at.
I know John Seleska one day was teaching us how to handle a ball, and he was teaching us to step on the top of the ball, and when he did it, the ball slipped from underneath him, and he just wiped out and landed right on his butt. So everyone had a good time laughing at that.
Coach done nothing but push me to be a better soccer player and better college student. He's helped me understand that you gotta find your role on the team and then just accept it and work at it and help your teammates get better.
After attending our Hall of Fame and seeing one of the soccer players get inducted, I also saw some of our alumni. I saw that there's still a good connection between everyone, and it's almost considered like a family. And I guess that's one big thing that I take from this.
I play with some of the past alumni in the summer, and I know their past success, and I want that too. I want that for the team. So I want to work just as hard to make it to the NCAA tournament so those guys know that what kind of team we are and that we're on like the same level as them, and we can keep the tradition going of making the NCAA tournament and doing successful in conference.
It's meant a lot. It's been some friends that I've had over the past 4 years I've spent every day with. It's going to be friends that I have for the rest of my life. It's kind of like a family. We know what ticks people off. We know what we can joke around with. We know when to get serious. And it's just people that I want to hang out with all the time.
Definitely my mom was the biggest one. She always tries to tell me I'm better than I am, but she's always good for the confidence. She kept me going. She paid the bills for the club teams, drove me to practice before I could.
My parents, who are at every single game, they haven't missed a game since I was a freshman. They traveled all the way to Iowa when we went there. My dad went with me to Spain, saw me play there. They've been there for me. They've pushed me along the way. In the summer, if I ever wanted to take a day off, they'd be on me to get going.
My friends on the team, because I don't think I would have been able to make it through all the conditioning and all the practices and all the late nights, coming back late and then having to go home and stay up till 2 doing homework without the help of my friends and teammates on this team. These are guys that I'll talk with, be friends with, hang out with on a regular basis until the day I die.